Why do we pour our sweat and tears into memorizing a chapter only to wake up days later with a blank mind? I remember lying helpless in my hospital bed after my spinal cord injury, struggling to recall the names of the nurses who treated me. Yeah, even doctors. I felt terrified that I was losing my mind along with my mobility, completely unaware that my brain was simply filtering information naturally. Hey there, Raghu here, a certified memory coach on wheels. Welcome to my podcast. The topic of today's episode is the forgetting curve. Having survived a severe spinal cord injury, I learned that our true power is in our mind. And now I am on a mission to help students, competitive exam aspirants stop struggling with rote learning and tap into the infinite potential of their brains using proven memory techniques. Well, it was a rainy Tuesday evening. I was sitting at my desk. A young exam aspirant walked into my room. He drooped his heavy backpack on the floor. He sat across me. Yeah, his eyes were bloodshot. He looked exhausted. He looked defeated. He held his head in his hands. He looked up at me with tears welling in his eyes. And he said, "Sir, I study sincerely today. But after a week, it feels like I never studied it at all, sir. What do I do?" Well, my heart sank for a moment. I saw him crushed. I saw his crushed confidence. He thought his brain was broken. He thought he was defective. I looked him dead in the eye. I told him he was perfectly normal, not to worry. See, more than a century ago, a German psychologist named Hermann Ebbinghaus made a shocking discovery. He proved that forgetting begins the exact second you stop learning. Imagine filling a bucket with water, yeah? Now imagine a small hole at the bottom. The moment you pour water in, it starts leaking out, right? That is your brain. It is not defective. It is highly selective. Every day, you are bombarded with sounds and images. If your brain stored every detail permanently, you would go insane. You would go mad, right? It has to filter things out. And the problem is, your brain throws away study material too. This natural leak is called the forgetting curve. You cannot fight it with the sheer effort, yeah? You fight it with precise timing, with revisions. See, when you read a chapter, your brain creates a fragile memory. You close the book, you feel confident, but confidence is an illusion, my friend. Over the next 24 hours, that fragile memory evaporates. Ebbinghaus discovered that nearly half of what you learn vanishes within a single day. That is just within 24 hours. Students wait until the week before the exam to revise. Yeah, but then the bucket is completely empty because of the hole. You are not revising, my friend. You are relearning from scratch. That is why you feel so incredibly exhausted. But Ebbinghaus also gave us the curve. Every time you review information before it completely fades, the memory grows significantly stronger. See, think of a line drawn in sand, in dry sand. The wind blows it away in seconds, right? But if you trace over that exact line again and again, it becomes a deep trench. The wind can no longer move it. This is exactly how neural pathways work. See, you must interrupt the forgetting process. You study a chapter today, you review it for 10 minutes tomorrow. You review it again in 3 days. That is, you are revising it. So you revise in a week. Yeah. Each time the memory roots itself deeper into your mind. And this is called spaced repetition. Are you getting it? It's called spaced repetition. It is the ultimate weapon against forgetting. So forgetting is not a failure. It is a necessary part of the process. Every time you struggle to recall a fading fact, you send a signal to your brain that this information matters. Are you getting it, my friend? So when I started mastering these techniques, yeah, it changed me. It changed my reality. I learned to memorize facts of history and geography, but none of those techniques worked without spaced repetition. Studying merely plants the seed. Revision is the water that makes it grow. And what's important? Revision is more important than just studying. So do not let your hard work evaporate into thin air. It is simply not worth losing all that effort. Do not label yourself as someone with a bad memory. The next time you study, remember that learning does not end when you close the book. That is exactly when the real game begins. Well, friends, in the next episode, I am going to reveal a secret weapon used by world memory champions. It is called the Memory Palace, and it will change your life forever. Yeah? If you are ready to defeat the forgetting curve and make information stay in your brain for long term, comment, I will revise smartly. And that's it for today. Catch you up in the next episode. Bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you.